everyone, this is Sayde Heckman, UDEL's Garden and Arboretum Manager, and today we're back in my apartment to give you a part 2 to my houseplant tour. So this is the majority of my collection. Here I have a lot of sun and shade-loving plants, so we'll go through a couple of my favorites, 3 in particular, and just enjoy all of the beautiful foliage. So in this spot we probably have over 75 different specimens, ranging from palms, alocasias, prayer plants, Hoyas, monsteras, all kinds of stuff. So the 3 particular plants I want to focus on today are my Hoya carrii, or sweetheart Hoyas, my alocasias, and my mangaves. So we're going to start over here. I have 3 little plants that I want to show you, and they are right here. So we have Hoya carrii variegata, which is a sweetheart Hoya. And this one I got from Greenfields Nursery in Baltimore, or right outside of Baltimore, Maryland. And it's a heart-shaped foliage, and it does vine. It just hasn't produced any more leaves yet. So that's one of them, and this is my variegated one. I have Hoya, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's another sweetheart Hoya. And this one, it's just a basic green, but the veination is a darker green, so it's really beautiful. And I got this one from Chalet when I was in Chicago for Perennial Plant Association. Really love this one. It hasn't vined out either, but I've probably had this one for maybe a year. I got it last year at PPA, so it's not too old. And I actually think I got these mixed up. So this variegated Hoya I got from Pemberton's in Lexington. So yeah, that one's not from Greenfields. This one is from Pemberton's in Lexington, which I love. Love that greenhouse. This one is from Greenfields Nursery in Baltimore, Maryland, or outside of Baltimore. And this is just the plain Jane Hoya carrii, or sweetheart Hoya. And when I purchased this plant, he just had one little leaf. And we would have gotten this, when did we go to see Nick? I think last spring. Yeah, last spring we went and visited Longwood, and we stopped in Baltimore on the way back home. And this is when I got this. So it's not that old either. And it shoot out these brand new leaves in the past couple of months, which was really exciting. So hopefully eventually it'll have a nice trailing plant. And again, this one's from Greenfields Nursery outside of Baltimore, and I'm absolutely obsessed. These plants are super easy to take care of. They don't like a whole lot of water, and I have them sitting in my west-facing window, so it gets morning light that's not super intense. So yeah, that's Hoya carrii, and I really love these plants, so I have a couple of them. Okay, the next ones I want to show you are all of my alocasias, and they're right over here. So along this window, this is where I get the most sun. So this is where I have all of my alocasia plants. All of these are from either Brian's Botanicals, which I absolutely love. He has some of the coolest selections of alocasias. And then this Stingray alocasia right here, I got from Big Bloomers Flower Farm in Raleigh, North Carolina, again at another PPA conference. So I really like this one because, as you can see, the leaves look like big stingrays, and I absolutely love that. Some of the ones that I've gotten from Brian's, I have a purple one, which is kind of wimpy right now because it's not getting a whole lot of sun, but Mayan Mask, which has purple foliage, especially on the undersides, it's very, very purple, which it's hard to see right now because the leaves aren't mature. I have things like Alocasia Syrian, which only has 1 leaf on it for now, but I really love the pointy foliage on this one, and the veination is really beautiful. Again, also from Brian's. One that I absolutely love is, let's see, Alocasia Tiny Dancers. So it has really small leaves on it, and it just looks like they're dancing. So this is where I keep all of my alocasias behind me. One issue with these as houseplants is they do get bugs very readily. So right now, all of my alocasias have I'm pretty sure they're mealybugs. So they're little tiny white fuzzy bugs that just suck the sap out of the leaves. So I have to constantly put these in my shower and rinse them down just to keep the bugs under control. But they don't have very many bug and pest issues when they're outside on the balcony. Just during the winter they struggle, so they get a little bit of a bug infestation, but definitely manageable. The last little collection we'll talk about is my mangave collection. I've done a couple of videos on this already, but I just can't get enough of them. So I have a couple, and all of these are from Udall Botanical Gardens. I get them at the plant sales, and I have one, which I think is a Manfreda. I'll have to find the sign, but I got that one from Plant Delights Nursery, also Juniper Level Botanic Garden outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. So we'll talk about these real quick. The first one I got this one last fall at Udall, and it is Mangave Mission to Mars. And you can see it's a very large plant, and the reason I liked it, it has very few leaves, but they're really wide and really, really long, which I really like. And they also have the reddish purple tinge on the foliage as well, especially the new foliage. So on this new foliage here, it has a lot of freckling and speckling on it, which I really enjoy about this plant. So that's Mission to Mars. And the reason I like these plants so much is they're drought tolerant. They do really well in my apartment for being sun-loving plants, and they're just really cool. So the next one I have is very heavy. So this is Mangave Lavender Lady, and this is probably one of my favorite specimens. If it was getting more sun, it would be more purple, so it would get its name Lavender Lady that way. But it's grown a lot. I bought this as a really small 4-inch plant, and right now it's probably in a 12 to 14-inch container, and it's very, very happy. Despite not having a whole lot of sun, it's doing very well. So this is Lavender Lady. See if I can get it back down here. Alrighty, we'll do 2 more. The next one I have is this one right here. And this one's very different compared to the others because it has very thin thread-like foliage. And this is Man of Steel Mangave. So thin foliage, a lot softer than some of the others, and not near as spiny. And just another really great Mangave to have in your collection. And all of those selections are from Udall, and we have those in our collections at Udall as well. So the last one I'll show you is the one that I got from Plant Delights or Juniper Level Botanic Garden outside of Raleigh. Let me get the name right. So yeah, this one's a Manfreda. So with the Mangaves, they're a hybrid cross between agave and Manfreda, and that's where they get their name Mangave. So this is one of the parent plants to some of these, and this is Manfreda undulata cherry chocolate chip. And you have to come over and see this one because it's huge and I can't pick it up. So this one here in this large blue container, I got as a 4-inch pot also at Plant Delights, and it's gotten ginormous. It's quadrupled in size, and the reason I like it so much is the foliage is very, very soft and flexible. But the leaves have this rippled edge, which I really enjoy. And the cherry chocolate chips comes from the blackish brown purpley speckling on the leaves here. You can definitely see it in some of the newer foliage. But again, since they don't get as much sun as some of the other plants, and because I'm in an apartment, once this gets more sun, it'll have a lot more chocolate chip or cherry chocolate chip color to it. But I really love this one as well. So this is a very small look into some of my collection here in my living room. I hope you enjoy. And I think next week I'll be doing a video on how I'm going to be moving all of my houseplants to my new house. So stay tuned for that next Saturday. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you guys.